Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this insanity that we have brought ourselves into. This is going to be for the interior for the Falcon, so if you haven't built the Falcon, you don't want to watch this video. I always film my intro video after I get everything done in case I miss something, and it just so happens I did miss something. This is the actual interior that we are building. One part I missed is on the inside here. And when you come back and do the interior, just know that all you have to do is just fill this up all the way to the top, just like that. There's only a few blocks you have to worry about, but I did miss that in the video, so if you can remember to fill that in, because I forgot. So this doesn't take very long. Just bear with me. There are some couple sketchy places that I have to figure out. I've now built this ship twice, and every time you build it, there's a new learning curve. But it's going to be fun. Let's get started and get your ship done. All right, so we're going to do this hallway here real quick in one take and get it out of the way. If you followed along correctly, you should have something that looks like this. If you don't, make it so. And what we're going to do is start with our stone, and we're going to go back 16 on this edge here, including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And at the end of the tutorial, I added these 2 steps in. You'll be one past those steps, just be so you can see where you're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, same place. Then we're going to take our block of quartz, and we're going to follow that all the way to the end. This is going to be the start of our wall, just like that. And from this one, we're going to go up 8, including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we can leave that where it's at. If you follow this pattern along with me, we'll get things done a lot quicker. So you have your first one here, then you're going to go 2, then you're going to leave this one, then go 2 more, and then this one goes up 1, and then we go 2 more, and then we skip this one and we go 2 more, and then we skip that one and we go 2. That's that run. Let's do the same thing on this side. This is 1, 2, and 3. You skip 1, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then skip 1, then go 1, 2. Then skip 1 and go 1, 2, 3. These here on the end, let's take those all the way up. Take these all the way up, just like so. These 2, the next open ones, those go all the way up. This one we leave. This one goes all the way up. This one goes all the way up. That one does. That one does. And then this one does. We'll do the same thing over here. This one goes up, this one goes up, this one doesn't, this one goes up, this one, that one, next one doesn't, and these, and then this one. So what you should have here is basically 3, then blank 2, and it's just split up in 2s, except for this last one here too. And in this first one, we're going to take, already have it, our deep slate brick walls, and we're going to go right up the middle like so. And then we're going to skip that one. We're going to go and do the same thing to this one. Same thing on this side. Skip that one, go to this one. And then these are upside down. So you want to get your polished andesite stairs, and we're going to go upside down starting here. Just upside down stairs all the way to the top. Like that. Oops, not that one, that one. And then on this side, like so. That closes that all in. And then let me mark on this end. All right, so on this end, this particular one here, this line is going to go 3, and this one's going to go 3. And from the top, go ahead and put this one over too, because it's got to match up. This one is going to go 2, and then you have a 1 left over here, that'll go 2. So you'll have that type of shape. You'll have 3 across and 2 line down, then 2 rows of 3, and then a 2. Let's see, we'll do this right over here. It'll help us with this other part here. You're going to fill this in up to that point, and it'd be easier if you just do leave the middle out for just this second. And we're going to count that. It's 2. It comes back to here. So you have 1 block here. You're going to make it 2. And then on the end, we're going to come back to this one. So you're going to do 2 there as well. Then take your sea lanterns and fill that whole thing in. And then take your iron trap doors, put on top of those. We might be making a change down here because I think I didn't go enough, because that's only 2. Yep, so knock that first one out there. Over there. Now take your stone, and right in this section here that's above the exit, fill that in. And then on this second block up, we're going to fill that in with stone, and basically go up this whole way and fill this in. And I believe it's 3. Nope, it's only 2. So we're going to go 2 high here, and then come down 2. And probably to make life easier now, because there's room in here, this is your chiseled deep slate, and you'll be using this for your floor too. We're going to fill this in, and then we want to get stone stairs and put in the corners like so. So you'll have that, and that is the entrance completely done. All right, I'm going to try to do this next part in layers and see how bad we fumble it, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. So where we ended off here at the end, we're going to go ahead and bring our stair up right to that level. Then we're going to take our chisel deep slate, and let's just run it across here, and we'll go back 5. So that's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows and 5 rows. So this is basically going to be your walkway. And inside here, we're going to go 7 right above that and at the end. So we'll find our middle, which is here. We're going to go back 1, so it's hanging off of there. We'll go 3 on each side, and that's 7. And we're just going to go all the way around with our first row, and then we'll just keep adding until we get to the ceiling. It's pretty easy. So off of here, we're going to go 2, and then we're going to go a 1 and a 1 and a 2. Then we're going to go 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we're going to go back this way 2, and then we're going to go 1, 1, and a 2 back this way. And this is where it's going to get a little different. We're going to go out again and go back 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on this one, that's 7. So we're going to add to this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're nearly halfway around. And then it's going to be adding 5 more. So if we go back this way, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to come back this way and go 1 and then a 2. So far so good. Here we're going to skip 3 spots. So if you just want to put something in that spot, just to skip 3. And then we're going to go 1, we're going to go 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I think on this other side, yes. So let's skip over to here, back to where we started, and on this one we're going 1. That's it. So this is your basic layout of the center. So let's move on to the next layer. Okay, hopefully you can follow along on this one. Some of the layers go back and then up and then back out again. So we're going to start right back at the beginning on this block right here, and we're going to go back 1, and then we're going to go over 1, and I need to move this closer so it's easier. I don't need that anymore. And then we're going to go with a deep slate brick wall, and then another block, and then a deep slate brick wall, and then another block, and then we're going to finish off with another block. So it'll be completely even. Now wherever we put these deep slate brick walls, underneath it you'll want to put a block, and it just hides it in, just like that. Then we're going to see that's a 2. We're going to come back off this one, and we're going to go 2, and then we're going to go a 1 and a 1. Sorry, that should be probably a 2. It is a 2, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. We're going to go 2, then a deep slate brick wall, then a 1, then a deep slate brick wall, then a 1, and another 1. So that should look just like that one. And then this will go back 2, and then a 1 and a 1. Sorry, 2, and then it's going to go back another 2, And then we're going to go with our brick wall, block, brick wall, and a block. We'll fill these in here. So basically these 3 points will be about the same. This one gets cut short because there's a wall here. And then this wall is going to go, it's going to go right off of this one, so it's still behind. And that one goes from here, 1, 2, 3, then brick wall, and then 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll go underneath there and cover that up. Then this is going to go all the way to the end, right there. And then it just goes over 2. So it just fills in the space here. Then we're going to go behind, whoops, over here, and skip that space. We'll go 2, and that one doesn't get it like that. Yeah, it does. We did it anyway. Your brick wall, and then 3 blocks, and then a brick wall, and then blocks come to the end. And that is it. We can go ahead and fill in this one. This is going to be a doorway. It's inevitable. This will go to our gunning areas. Sure, yep, we got to fill in over here. Don't forget to fill in your blocks. It's easier to do it now than later. All right, that's layer 2. All right, we do need to, on layer 2, we got to fill in this block too. Just like that. And this will get, this is a little bit different. It's just the way it works out. So on, starting on this block here, we're going to go up 1 more and over 1. And then this will sit on top. This one's on top. That one's on top. Fly around the corner here. This one's going to be just like the other one, so this is going to go up and over. So it's on that too, that's fine. And then behind these 2 blocks here, we're going to grab our deep slate bricks. And instead of getting regular blocks, I get those. Then this one here, is it off that one? It does, it's off this one. Off this block here, we're going to go 2. And then this one, and this one go straight up. And those get walls as well. Did I do it here? No, I didn't. I'm already messing up, see? Then this one gets 2 just like that. And am I getting ahead of myself? No. So we are already here. So this one here, just like the one that's on the other side, this gets your deep slate brick right there. And then this one comes off here too. Then this one goes up, this one goes up, and this one goes up, and we'll put our walls right in there. And then when we go over here, this one just goes right on top of this, just like this, and put our wall there. And actually, that's our 1. It stops here, so it's only 2. So you got 3, your wall, and then 2. Okay, and then this one goes over 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then this goes right behind here, so it just wraps the corner. So you kind of got 3 steps up here. And this will do the same thing, it comes right behind it, just like that. We'll put in our wall, then blocks, then a wall, then blocks. Boom. And underneath here I put deep slate bricks to cover in that spot right there, your full blocks. So it'd be something like that. This is like the only place you have to do that. And I'm going to jet off to the other side, and that's going to actually be 3 underneath here. So you can take out your opening that you put in there temporarily and take out your quartz blocks, and we're going to go back 3 and just fill this in like this, so it goes straight down. And we'll do the same thing over here too. I believe these will be 2, 3. All right, that's that layer done. All right, so the next 2 layers are going to be basically identical to what we just did, so we can do them all at the same time. These just go up like that. We'll put in our brick wall. So you're doing 2 layers here. Put it in here, just like that, and we'll get our blocks again. Like so. All right, and just let me look. Yep, that covers this for that layer. So this layer that we're going to do now is this second layer. It's the same thing all over again. Oops. So we'll start off like this. You have your one like that, and then you got that one, you got that one, and it goes over, and then one there, and then that goes over. So like I said, same thing as what you did on the second layer, you do on this one. Put that there, and that there, and then this one's going to come over like that. We have this guy, that guy matches up, that one and that one, and that matches up, so we look the same. And fill that in. Then this one comes over, that matches, and then this comes over like this, but it goes over one extra like so, and wraps this corner just like that. We'll put you in there, and then just like this we skipped 3, we went 2, 1, then we went 3, 1, and then we filled all the way down here. We put one behind that, and behind this one, that just goes straight up just like it does. And so this next layer, of course, is going to look just like the first layer we put on. So for here, we're going to go over just like that. Then we're going to go back our 2, and then we had a 1 and a 1, and then we went 2, and then we went the whole 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we went 2, and then we went 1, and then we went another 1, and 2, and then we went all the way back to there, and that went to there, and then we went 1, and then a 2. So of course everything you did on the first layer you're doing on the very last layer as well, including going behind these and putting a block so you can't see through it, like that. And let's see, did that go? I think I changed that at one point. That does stay open. So we'll put our 3 in here as well. We did our 2, and then our 1, then 3, then 1. Then we went all the way back to here, and we filled in this spot just like we did on the bottom. And so that looks identical as the bottom does. And then just like we did before, we'll go in behind these 2. Actually, did I do that on the bottom? I think we're going to change that. So we got to put it here. Nope, it went straight across. So let's make that change. Over here, these don't look like the bottom because the bottom is solid. Fill those in. And then we come over here and we actually go behind these with white, and I did just break that out for no reason and fill that in just like we did down here. And that is it for building the center for the most part. We've got to do the inside of this, which we'll do in just a minute. I think the easiest way to probably deal with this one is to do it calmly and rationally. So when you walk into this opening in the middle here, you're going to go off this 2, and then you're going to go back again 3, and then you're going to go back again 3, and then we're going to go over 1, and then we're going to go over again 3, then over again 1, and then your 3 is actually going to be the underside of that. And then the next one up is going to be a, go lower. Oh my goodness. It's going to go over 2. And then that will, and then this one goes in just like that. So coming into opening, you're going to go back 2, then 3, and then you have this 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Then your exit will be your 2. And then we'll want to fill these up. And let's just sneak this in here like this. Probably be easier. Back here. So here we're going to cover in your first two. We're going to cover those, and then we'll go back and we'll cover just two of that three that we put in and bring that straight across, and then fill in those openings. And you don't have to go back very far, just go far enough out of the opening. And then underneath this, take out your quartz, and it's going to be hard to get in here. We could just do it here. So you'll have 3 wide when you stop. Just fill that all the way back in to where you're at here, and then you can basically fill in around where we had this, and that is going to meet up with what you had there, and you can just fill all that in. So basically those walls that we marked out in the beginning go all the way down, just like that. And also that they go down, they must also go up. So we're going to take this one all the way till it stops, which is right here. And just like before, we're going to do our 3 1 3 pattern here, and then we could just take these walls all the way to the very top. Like that. And remember when I said this 3 here is actually one of the walls? Well, it is, and that goes all the way up in that 3. Just like this. Then you have this leftover 2, and that goes up, and then that goes up. And we just have to finish filling out these. And we'll just make it my life easier here. That's the 3 and a 2. Like this. Just like that. And there'll be an actual ceiling going into this, so when you go in you'll have to look up to get to the other gunner station. But for right now, that is that complete. I think the last thing we're going to do, because your ceiling height is right here, so this actually would go across this area and into there, but we're going to deal with that at a later time. And the only other thing that stands out is this here, and we're going to fill that in when we do the outside. It's going to be one of the last things. This is kind of a hidden room. It's actually on one of the schematics for this. There's basically, I found 4 different versions of how this should look on the inside, and I've taken bits and pieces from all of them like I normally do, and put them all together to bring the interior that we have here. And on one of the schematics, I don't know which one is the actual one. There is a wall here, and that's as far as you can go into this hallway. We're not doing that. We're going to make it go all the way around. And so far, so good. So let's go and start working on the outside. So I think for this we're going to work in smaller sections and get it all the way up to the ceiling line, because it is a little bit wacky how it's done. But we'll lay out the first blocks on the bottom, and then we'll start pouring on from there. So from here, this block, which is this one right here, this will be the start of your wall. We're going to go 3, so not the bottom one, but the next one up. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to go out from there 3, and then we're going to go out from there 1, and then a 2, And we're going to go back the other way with a 2, and then a 1, then a 3, and then finally with a 4. And there is going to be a doorway right here that leads back to the engine and hyperdrive and all that good stuff. Did I just call it a hyperdrive? What's wrong with me? Alright, next level up. This one is going to go over 2, and then we're going to put a deep slate brick wall there, and then we're going to fill in the bottom while we're at it. And actually might as well go up all the way. It might be easier. Do this one section all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll go back to this block here. We're going to try to do like this section, then this, and then go on. It might be easier. It's a little complicated. So your second block over here, we're going to go at 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then these are going to go up with it, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we go 3 off of this block here. 1, 2, and 3. Don't forget to fill in the back like we did the bottom to hide that. So that's the first section. The next section is a little funky. I like it. We're going to go 3 here. The one on the right side goes up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, yeah, that's actually 5. The one in the middle goes up 2. And then there's a space, and then there's 2. And then this one, you have the 1 here. You're going to have a 1 here. These blocks behind these open spaces are going to get filled in from here, from behind, like so. So from the front you'll have this kind of shape, and we need to fill in behind here to close in that opening. So you have that, and then this is going to go out 3, so it looks like the bottom, like so. All right, let's go to the next one, which is a 1, and this drops back 1, goes up at 5, and then goes out 1, just like that. And for whatever reason I did it on this to the left on the top. We're going to put a 1 there, and we didn't do it at the bottom. I think it's because I need a walking room. So it will actually look like a 3, 2, 2 when you look at it, but there's just an extra block there. Alrighty. This next one is just as easy. You have the 2 here. The one on the right side goes all the way up and comes out 1. Out of these 5, this one goes over 1, this one goes over 1, and then we fill in behind with this 3, and then the top is just like the bottom, just like that. So it's like a backwards C. And here we're going to go, it goes all 5 with your full blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This 2 is going to look just like this 2, but the opposite direction. So this one will go all the way up, and this will just be 1 here. And to finish this off, we're going to go out our 2, and then we're going to put one extra one right there. And it is different from the bottom, having that one. I didn't do a lot of this with the bottom because I wanted the walkway to be a little bit clear. And of course, just like we did with this one, we're going to go up the back side to fill in that spot. So now we're getting closer. This one single goes just like the other one did. It just goes back 1 but up 5 and then back out again. And where's my on this 3 here, we're going to go on the left side. We're going to take that all the way up 5, then just like we did over here, we're going to go 2 there, 2 there, and then 1 here and 1 there, and then we're going to fill in this back like so. And then we're going to go out our 3 just like we did down here, but up top we're going to go over 1, so it looks like you have a 2 2 just like we did on this one. And then on the last 4, I'm going to go behind this one already. We're going to do our brick wall. 4 and 5. The next one over, it's just going to go back 1 and then a 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We can go ahead and fill in back behind here to fill in that gap just like so. And then we're going to go over 2 here and 2 here, and then this opening we're going to cover from behind like that, and then this just comes out 4 just like the bottom is, and we got to fill in this top like that. And then on the back, since this is an opening, we're going to fill this in just like that. So now you're a quarter of the way around basically. So as long as it's close to this, you're fine. Where your floor is going to go right underneath where all of this is. And actually, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and start filling in your floor. Probably be easier to do it as we go anyway. Just like that, and we'll stop where this opening is. And this we'll just take down here, but I kind of dig this block for the floor. Originally I had the other block we're using for the floor, and I guess it was being used too much. This one looks really cool looking when it's all laid out. So that's where we're at so far when we come in, and the last thing we'll do is we'll work this ceiling around here and put in some more lights. But let's keep moving on. Alright, this next section will be a short section. It'll be easy. We do skip 3 here, so just put something in there to block that. But we do go straight across, and we'll start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go out 3, and then out 2, and that's this one section. Now this section here is a flip-flop of this one here, so we're going to come off of here 1, and that goes basically 3. This one goes all the way up like that, and then over the 2, and then it comes off that 3. This in the back gets filled in, and then that there, that will come off, so that's 4. Yeah, and then we'll take our brick walls up to there. Make sure you fill in the back here, and then our next section, you'll basically need to fill this whole thing in anyway, so just go along these with your quartz block. It gives you what you need there. But this next section, actually it goes over, so this section here is going to mimic this section. So we'll have 1, 2, 3. This goes all the way up and then goes over 3, and then we have 1 here, 1 here, and we just got to fill in this one in the back. And then that actually just goes over 3 on top, and that lines up with the bottom. And then your 2 section, it just goes up, it's 5, and then it's got a 2 just like the bottom, but this one will also have this 1 overhang just like we did right here, or a 2 and a 3. And now we're going to skip over and finish the wall over here. I gotta figure out how to tell you how to do that. Alright, so we're gonna go diagonal. So just take a random block and we're gonna go diagonal 1 and a diagonal 2, and on your third one it's gonna be, you're gonna go back with quartz again, and that goes that way too. So it should look just like that. This one is going to go back 1 and then up 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll do our little overhang for the ceiling there. Then this is going to go back 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll lift that one back 3 as well. The left side goes up 5, so that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it comes out again. Then we have 1 here, 1 here, and the rest of this gets filled up just like that, or just like this one here. And then I think this is where we go off the rails. We'll try anyway. Then we're on the bottom, we're going to go over 2 more and then back 1. On the left side of this, we are going to go back. Ooh, that's not good. You stay there. You go back 1 and that will go up your 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should fill in that, so it should look like that. Now let's work on this top so we don't get behind. So this one is actually going to go over 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it kind of overhangs here. Don't fret, we'll fix that in a second. Looking back at this 2, we overhang by 1 on the top, so then you'll have an actual 3, and then this is going to go back to 1, 2, and we're going to fill in the back just like that. So you'll have this kind of pattern looking at the very top, and on this 2 we have 1 here and 1 here. So that finishes off that 2 section. Then I want to do a count here because I want to make sure it's right. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So including this one, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. That's where we stop. Coming off this end, we're going to go 2. Then we're going to do our deep slate brick wall, 1. Then we're going to go 3. Then we're going to go deep slate wall, then 1, 2, and 3, and then deep slate wall. And then you should have 1, 2, 3, and that should be your end. And under these, while we're here, we'll go ahead and fill those in just like that. Then these are only going to go up 3, so they're going to match what we have here. So we got 1, 2, 3. So these are not going to go up the 5. This is actually the 5, but so the middle ones are going to be just 3 this time. 1, 2, 3, and this last one, three, and behind here, because we're going to put our brick walls here, bring those up, and then we'll go switch to our deep slate bricks, and those go right behind those. And you should have something that looks like this. And don't get too excited, we're going to have to go behind there again. We're going to take this next level and we're going to do the same thing. 3, brick wall, 1, 2, 3, brick wall, 1, 2, and 3. And then we will have to go around and do our deep slate brick right behind there. Just like that. And then last but not least, we're going to go back to our quartz. We're going to pull that all the way down to the very end, like so. So we still got to go behind there, dummy, and fill these in. It's like that. So we get rid of these here, our spacers, and that is that wall. So we're going to be working our way around this way, and we'll be getting close back to the front again. So far it shouldn't look too bad. Go ahead, and since we didn't do it, we'll fill in this. So we've got to get to top 2. There's going to be an opening back here as well. So we have a lot of walls to do, but we're moving right along. This is good. Here we have our floor that we're going to put in, and we can just go right underneath that. We're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this sets this up for our next wall. It'll be up there, and it is 8. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we'll go back 1, and that goes over 3. Then we put our brick wall in, and then we'll have 3 more. and then we'll go down here and fill that in. All right, so far so good. On the, we're going to go back one more time. This one, go over 3, brick wall, and then over 2, and then these go up 3 high. Just like so. And we'll go in while we're here and fill this guy in. All right, so the next one goes outward, and it goes 3, brick wall, and then 3 again. And then this one, of course, goes out 1, and we're gonna go 1 extra. So you see the pattern here? So it goes in and then back out again, and then we gotta fill in these spaces. So we'll do that one, and then this one gets a full block deep slate, just like that. We can move our floor up too. So if you wanted to, you can go back and fill in basically all of this with floor. Don't go back into your rooms yet, because of height differences, some of it doesn't get that. So like I said, we're going to do a lot of this stuff towards the end after we get all the walls in and see where we're at. So let's move on to this next wall. So off this corner here, we're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to go back and jump in front of these 2 with 2 more, and then we'll go back 3. This next run up goes 3, and then this one goes 2, like that. And then to reverse it, this goes 3, and then this one goes 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it'll line up with that. I think I had to put these here because I can't put floor where this block is, and these blocks have to be there. So sometimes you have to move things around. And behind these 3, we're going to go back 3, then back 3 again, and those go up 3, and then we're going to go out 3, and then out 3, just like that. Let's get this whole corner done here. That was a 3, so this is going to be a 2. So we're going to go out 2 from here. Now, before we fill all the floor in, we're going to go back. That floor will basically cover a lot of this area here, but we're going to show you how to cover that. So when you're on the ground looking up, it looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, so we went out 2. This goes back 2, then back again. Goes up, it's 3, goes out, and goes out again. So you're gonna have the same pattern going all the way around here, basically. Then we're going to go back the other way too. 1, 2, and you're going to do the same thing you just did here. You're going to go back 1 at your step, then you're going to go up 3, just like that, and then you're going to go out and out. So at the top and bottom you'll have basically your twos touching. Then we're going to fill in this space on top and bottom with a single one, and then go back to your deep slate brick blocks, and we're going to fill in this opening here with those. So far, so good. All right, let's go one more time. We're going to go 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. And then the left and right, not the center, are going to go back. I'm going to go up our 3, 3. Then we're going to go out 1, out 1, just like that. And then we're going to fill in not the top row. It can meet up just like the bottom one, but these other spaces are going to get your brick wall. Fill in there and there, and then with your deep slate brick block right behind there. So you have that. This next one goes 6. So we go back one more time, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to go 3, then brick wall, then 1, 2. Did I not make that 6? I did. Yeah, I did it right. So you have 3, brick wall, then a 2. And we'll go back our 3 for our regular wall, goes 3 high. Do the same thing here. Just like that. And we'll go out, and then we'll go out again. If you notice, it's starting to get a little cramped where we're going. Just like that. And then we're going to fill these in with the brick wall. This one does get filled in. And then we'll go underneath and on top, and then finish it off with our deep slate brick. All right, now we're going to start moving towards the front of the ship here. And then we'll keep just working our way around until we get to where we're supposed to go. Moving on from this spot right here, we're going to go straight back. So use your bottom one. We're going to go back 11. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And this can actually be completely filled in. There is nothing else going here. Just want to make sure that we do have some room. Yeah, we have room to get around to fill in when we need to. All right, and then we go 4. So not up against this one, but go back 1. Like that. We're going to go 4. And that's it, 4. Yep, and that can be filled all the way in. Just like that. And then we're going to do this, but we're not going to spend all the time on it for right now. It's kind of hanky. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So back from this 4, we're going to go 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to come back to this later, but I need it to get us to where we're going next, which is, how many blocks is this? This is 3 blocks. So the third one, So off the third one, counting from left, 1, 2, 3, we're going to put our spacer 1, 2, 3 blocks. Now be going right back towards this way here. And then from there we're going to put a block. And that is going to go over 5 this direction. So you have your 1 block here. It's going to go back this way 5. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go over 1 and then over another one. And that is going to go more than 5. We'll start with 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So kind of what we got right there. I just need to double check. So that's a 5. So we'll go over, add 2 more to it, 6 and 7. And then this goes all the way up just like the others, so we can fill these in. All the way to the top where we have these. And if your count is right, it should be 7 tall. All right, so actually that's going to go in a couple, and that's going to go in. So we might as well work that out while we're here. So on this wall, the last wall you did, it's got 7 on it. Your next row is only going to have 6, and then your next row is only going to have 5. So you'll have this stairway up. That row of 5 you're going to do 3 times, and then your next row will come out 1, and your top row will come out 1 more. And this basically should look just like this. And that is going to go over 5. Where am I? So on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go behind that 5. And then, how am I doing this? I'm so crazy. On top of the row we just put, it's going to be 2, then a 1, then a 2, and then this row goes across. So you should have this, and this is why I like working with quartz. You can actually see the blocks a lot easier. And then the top will just come in here, and of course this back is just going to fill in. So you'll have that. And this is where the chess table and stuff is going to go. The next one over is going to be a little bit weirder. So actually, to figure this out easier for you guys, we're going to not do the bottom one that touches the floor. We're going to go up to this one right here, and we're going to go over 1, and then we're going to go over 2. This 1 will fill in all the way up to that point, so it's 5 high. On this 2, the right side is going to go 5 high, and then it's going to go over 1. So we're going to do our backwards C again, and then we'll fill in the back like that. As far as the front is concerned, we're going to go over 1, and then go over 2, and then back here where we had the 5, we're gonna, on the very right hand side, we're gonna fill that in so it kind of zigzags. And do the same thing up top. I'm going to go over 1 and then over 2, and then we'll fill that one in as well. And then we're going to add 4. So if you see where we put our last 2, we're going to add 4 to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it up top 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then right here, this gets brought up to the top, and then these fill in as well. Like so. And this is where the entrance into the cockpit begins, right here. Get this finished up. So if we're looking at this one, which is the entrance to your cockpit, we're going to get just a random block, and on the second one on the right, this one, we're going to go a block there and then add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That gives you 4 block for an opening. And then we're going to go with your quartz, we're going to go 2. And then go back to this one and we'll fill in, that should be a 3. And that looks good. Back behind this 2, we're going to go with another 2. And then I have to look at it this way because it's kind of weird. Alright, so we're going to go 1 more on the top of this. Then we're going to skip 1. I'm going to go up 1. And that actually will go 2. And then you'll have your 1 out from there. Back behind here, you could just run blocks all the way up, like so. And then in the second space, we already went back 1, so you'll do 1, 2, and 3. Then you'll go forward 1, and then out 1. Very odd shape, I know, but when you make this circle pattern, it kind of does weird things to you. So when you're looking at it, if you don't look at the top line, you got it L shape there, and just fill in the back. Easy peasy. You can do it. I trust you. Let's see, easier to do this, probably we'll go ahead and go take our top and go 3 there. Then right next to our original block where we started, I'm going to take that all the way up. And then we're going to take our deep slate brick wall and we're going to fill that in. And then we'll have to come back behind here, which is your quartz blocks, and fill in these empty spaces there. And just like that. And get rid of those spacer blocks that we put there. So for the most part, your interior walls are pretty much done. Let's come back and we'll fill in where we need to fill in with our floor, so I can show you exactly where everything goes. And then we'll move on. We're going to fill in these walls behind here next, but first I want to get the rest of the floor in, so we know exactly where we're at. All right, whip out this floor real quick, and it stops in front of this. All right, got it. So we're going to pull this back. Your entrance into your cockpit area, it goes straight across. We'll be doing steps up into there, and also right here, let's get around to that point. It goes where this opening is here. We're going to go straight across. We're not going back there. and we see where that is. We're going to go ahead while we're at this landing gear and let's fill in the space around this landing gear, but maybe a space where I can get into it like this. And then even though the floor is not coming back here, we're going to go ahead and fill in these spaces. I'm stuck. And I just closed myself in. Luckily I can get out. Alright, and we can work from this side, filling it in. So when you go and look above, you're going to see basically this texture there. It closes it off, makes it look pretty good. I'll fill in back here. Alright, and we are going to go into this opening and we're going to stop. This is the opening into the engine room. This is where we're going to stop because it does step down in here. Then we have this little side room over here. We are eventually going to go in there, but for the most part, just go diagonally across. You don't need to go in there yet. Like this. All right, the end of this fills in just like the other side does. At the entrance. Did I get them all? Yeah, I did. All right, and then in here we're going to stop in this opening as well. So when we pull this back, we'll stop in here. This is the entrance into the very center of the ship. And we'll just work this around like that. There we go. I'm just trying to save you guys on time of putting all these blocks down when you don't have to. If you put them in the wrong places and have to take them back up again. All right. So far it's looking pretty awesome. We're probably halfway done. The walls are the hardest part. Everything else is not. And if you want to go, you can fill in the ceiling, the same places where we put the floor, except for here. I better do the ceiling with you. It's kind of weird because you got to use slabs on some of it. So let's see if we can get that. We'll knock out the ceiling next and then we'll move on. So let's go ahead and take this ceiling around the outside edges here. And for this entrance into this engine area, the ceiling doesn't go beyond this. So this area back here is going to be something else. And for here, the ceiling is going to do a diagonal and stop there. It's not going to go inside this area. So just like when we did the diagonal across the bottom, it's just going to stop there. And it's going to stop there. And actually, I think it's going to stop here too. Boop, boop. So we're not going to go back here. It's going to go straight across this way. So this hallway where it turns, you want to make sure you stop it here. Beyond this, we're going to have to use slabs just because of the ceiling here, but we'll guide you through that. And let's take it to here and just kind of hold up right there. And then we can go back and just fill all this in. And get stuck on things in here. It does get a little tight, I think, with just enough room to get by. And just this a little bit. Okay, now as far as this is concerned, we're going to go, what do we do, 2. So get your stone out, and this is what we're going to do. Kind of goes beyond where we're at here. So if you find your middle and take your stone, go down 2, same thing here. Go up 2, and just put 1 on each side of that, and then take your stone stairs, which I abandoned, and oops, nope, it goes on this side, here, and here. So you have that. We'll go back to our chiseled deep slate, and we'll fill in behind this like that, and then all the rest of this back to the walls will just be stone blocks. And lastly, so you have that at the end of your walkway. You just have to make sure you go beyond where we went before with your quartz blocks. And as far as this is concerned, where does that, I think I stopped it right here. So that does stop right there. All right, so this is where your ceiling is going to stop, even with this wall right here, and it's going to go back 3 from this point. Just remember where you're at in the hallway. So at the very end of this line, the next block over will be your ceiling, and it goes back 3 blocks. And we'll pull that across. And fill that in. Take this down to the end down here. There we go. Well, that's filled in. This will continue on going this way, but for right now we're going to stop it at the opening that goes to the cockpit and just bring that across. Like so. So what we're going to put back here is basically slabs. So it's going to be just 1 slab lower than where it is now. And we'll continue those slabs on here as well, but let's just get this done first. There we go, looking good. We're going to put light in here too, so no worries about that. So we'll go ahead and start filling in these slabs. Actually, let's go ahead and fill this in first so we know where our slabs are going. So let me walk in here. All right, so behind this wall, we'll continue this down, because that's going to be part of our other wall, and it goes back 2 and then over 2. So it's going to cover up this space, and this is just going to make a little walkway, and that's going to go all the way up to that point. So when our slabs come in, it's going to hide some of that. And then this one is a 3. It's where we're at right here. And then the rest of this, we're just going to fill in the floor when we get around to it. You can fill in these walls too if you want to around here to hide some of this, or just leave it. It's just an extra room that normally wasn't there when I originally did this ship. So that part is done. And I think, yeah, so our slabs are going to end right here when we go and put them in. I need to grab those out. So we're going to come here and we're going to do a top slab just like this. Basically just to fill in this space. We couldn't put a full block in there because of the way our ship is designed, but this does just as well. And then we'll take this into the room that we just did, and like I said, it's going to end right at this wall. You just bring that back. We're going to actually put one there too, make that a full block. And then it goes over here. Just like that. And then we're going to have to do the same thing here. We're going to build this out first so we can cover it all the way around. And let's see if I'm missing anything. Nope, look good. Yep. All right. So what did I do here? Oh, I did slabs in here too, because we have this problem right here. So we did slabs one step up from here. That's why we wanted to stop. Kind of just made it look better to go that way, and also to fit into what we're going to put here. So now that that's done, we're going to come back and finish off this room, get the floor in, and that will be done. All right, so we'll go back to our blocks. And this is going to be a total of 7 height. So I'm going to fill this space in here and in here because this is part of our wall. All right, and that's funny. On this one here, we're going to add a whole nother line straight up. Then we're going to start and we're going to go back one and take that all the way up like that, and then from there we're going to go out this way 2, then another 2, then another 2, and then yet another 2. And did you get that right? 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. Yep. And then we're going to come back this way 1, and then go back again 1, and one more time we're going to go 3, and then we're going to come back in 2, and then back this way 4, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to turn this way and go 3. That's your third one. So we can fill these in all the way up. It should be 7 blocks. So that's 7. So it's going to go all the way to the ceiling. Just like this. Now, I didn't think about it before, but once we get all this floor in, you're able to come up inside this and actually put your darker blocks in here to kind of underneath everything that we're doing here to kind of block off being able to see inside the ship. Just food for thought. You can get it from underneath, and probably be easier to do it that way too. And without making a tiny crawl space of going in here and making, you could, but it would be really tiny to put extra rooms in here. That's why I'm kind of stopping where I'm at. Did I not go up 7? I didn't. And if you've laid it out properly, then there shouldn't be any obstructions up there to keep you from going the full 7 blocks. There and there. Just like that. And then what I did is, you have enough room. You can just take your stone blocks and fill in the rest of the space for your ceiling. Just like that. Now, you wanted to, where did I put them? I guess the easiest place, let's see at the beginning, it's right here. If we look at this, at the door opening here, go up to the top and count 2 blocks, and then on your 3rd block, knock that one back out, that one, and that one, all 3 of those. And then we can put a light in there, and you can go, when we get all the lights done, you can go back and cover all the lights. And I don't need that right now. We'll go back with our chiseled deep slate, and yep, we're all good for this whole room. This one's going to be a bugger. There we go. And see, you're covering part of it anyway, so like I said, you can go in from the bottom and cover it from the bottom. It'd probably be easier. You're going to cover most of it here anyway. We've got to go back and fill that in. There, now you have another entranceway into here. Alright, I think that is everything except for the lights, and then also here. So what you've done basically on this side, if you've created one of the walls that we need, the other one will create on this side over here, but it's going to look just like this one, and that will actually close off your whole space in here. And I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and do that. There's just one other change that we have to make. So we go over to the second 2. So on, and there's a step down too, right? Yep. So our actual floor is going to go 1 step lower, so it's going to be down here for this room. So we need to make sure we cover in all of this bottom, and this section here gets closed in from this door opening. So we're going to take our blocks and go straight across and meet up with the wall we made on the other room, and then we'll fill in this whole thing. All the way up to there, that's fine. And then we'll also have to fill it up down here, just like that. And you can do that with these as well. Just the first 2, it's only ones that matter. So when your other floor comes in, which is going to be along here, it'll be sitting right on the bottom of the ship. But that floor will also go right up to this here. I didn't want to make it too much higher. I wanted a little bit of a step down. So let's finish this side and then we'll go to the other. So you have your first 2 on this wall, and then your second 2. And after that second 2, you're going to take this one over 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you'll have a 2, 2, and then it will go back 4. And then this is going to go all the way over, and we're going to keep building on it till it basically hits there and you can't see beyond it. And then we can fill this all the way up, but just to where it butts into that one light. And then we'll fill this in. Just like that. All right, and then on the, you know what? I didn't do anything for the ceiling. I left it just the way it was, except for some of these parts we're going to cover up. So this will actually come back further, which is, it's fine. It also helps making the floor drop so you can cover up a bunch of this stuff. But let's get this wall done first. So we go to other side, and that goes, it goes 10 in total from this side of this opening. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do have to put the 1 down below here too. And then this goes straight across, and I'll meet up with this just like that. And we gotta fill all that in, and then on this you go out 2, and then 2, then back 4, just like we have over on this side. We'll take that all the way up, that all the way up, that all the way up, and so on. Just like that. Yeah, I'll fill you in too, just because. And then from that it goes right back here, and then you fill it up right to that point. It doesn't have to go anything beyond that. And that's your walls for the inside. We just gotta finish the floor out, and then fix the ceiling, and then we'll be done with back here. So on the ceiling, I tried to make it so it angled from the doorway down. So what we're going to do is we're going to use topside slabs, stone slabs, and on this middle section that's back here, we're going to make it 4 deep. So we're going to go 1, 2, not like that, then a 3rd row, and then a 4th row. Now, to try to get this to line up right, we're going to go I went over too far. That's fine. That's not helping me show you how to do it though. So yeah, just the middle, 4 rows. I got a little overzealous there. The next block over is a block of 3. So we're going to put blocks here to match up with what we just did. It's going to be 3 deep. And then just follow the pattern with me. It'll be easier to explain that way. So the next one over in the middle here is going to go out 1 more. And then the next one is going to go out 1 further than that. And that goes over 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then here, so what we're going to do is basically cover up this stone brick. And this actually, there we go. I feel better about myself already. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing over here in case you didn't catch that. So we added that extra, which is a 3. And then I lost my space. This one goes 1 more, like that. and then this one goes one more beyond that. And how many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just following the line of this stone brick, I'm going to fill all that in. And so it hides all the crazy stuff we did on top. All right. And then we are going to go up one more level. So it's going to be another, nope, it's just going to be the same level as this. So you have what we just put, and then you have this little bit of stone blocks. We're going to go even with that. And we can just use blocks for that. Make it a little bit easier on us. Let's put this away and get our stone blocks so we don't have to use slabs. And then we'll fill in the remaining amount, and now we'll cover up all that, and we're going to bring it back to where we stopped the ceiling right here at the door opening. Just like that, and then we'll fill in back here. Just like that. And then next is our floors, and they're going to go basically right along this level here. Fill all this in. Like that. Almost done. Okay, and right here we're going to find, and I don't have it, and we need to go down to our stairs and get our deep slate brick stairs, and we'll put 3 of them right here. And I think that's, nope, I actually backed it up one, so take those out and take one line of that floor out and then put them in. So it's behind that opening. All right, and because it's getting dark in here, of course, you don't need any lights back there. We are going to come out here in the hallway, and we're going to find our middle of these 4. So you have these 4 blocks on each side that go back into the engine room, and you're going to find the middle block, which is right here because it's 5 wide, and we're going to start at this side of the 4 and find our middle, which is this one, and we're going to take that back to the other side of this 4. So you have that long length there. Let's go ahead and fill that with lights, and looks better already. This is pretty lit. I do have some lights here in the ceiling, and those go right in the middle, which is this block here, and 1 wider than this 7, so it's actually going to be 9 wide. I'm one of those people that has to be the same all the way around. And let's continue on. this can't really be in the middle, but we're going to go 3 blocks back this way towards where the cockpit area is. Go 3 blocks back, 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4 back. Go 4, and then over 1, and that's where that light's going to go. And then one more this way and one more this way. So when you're looking at it, it's one line over and it starts on the 4th one, and that's where those are going to go. Also placing the lights where I can place them. And then we'll go around the corner here. And that's in the 4th block. So when you're looking at this portion, you're going to count up here to your 4th block, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to go skip 2 and hit the 3rd one. That's right in your middle there. And you can make this as long as you want. I made it 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we filled all those in. All right, moving right along, we're doing pretty well. You could also go in here and fill in these blocks for this area. I don't need you right now, but I do need you. Just make sure all your walls touch the floor. I'm going to stop there, but you can fill in this entire thing with the floor. I'm going to let you do that yourself. Whether or not you want to, you can stone off this wall and just make it a dead spot, or you can have the room. It's just, there's not much you can do in here, but it is space. All right, and over here we don't put lights. I don't think I put any. I think, let's see, is there room? There is room. So what we can do is like put a light up here, and then get rid of this, get our quartz slab back, and then cover it. Any place along this side you can put a light in, and then you just cover it. It does the same job. Okay, let's go work on this back section. Okay, so on one of the drawings I saw, there was sleep berths back in this area here. There was only one schematic like that, but I went ahead and went with it. It's surprising how big this area can be. So we already had this run that we put in before, and we're going to come off that 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go out again 3, and then out again 1, then back this way 2, then we're going to go back again another 2, and then that looks like it's a 6. We're going to go one more time, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and it meets up to there. That's good. And that's it. You should be able to get 7 high out of all of these. Just like that. Yeah, I kind of went crazy with this for a day or so, trying to figure out how to maximize all the space that I could, because some of you might want to use something like this for a base and you need a place to hide things. just like that. Now on this side, I did a little fill in over here too. So we have our 1 1, and then there's a 4, and then this one comes out 3. So what we did here is basically filled all this in. Up to height. That 3 goes to a 1, then a 2, and then a 1. All right, so these other ones here, we just have to fill up to our height level, and then also on the bottom. So when we put the floor in here, it will match. And the floor is going to go up just 1 slab. And we can go ahead and start doing that. We're going to use deep slate brick slabs, and they're going to start right here in this opening. Boom. And it'll take up some of your wall space right there, but that's fine. It's plenty tall enough. See, not so hard. We got this. The hardest part, just like in the beginning, it always gets me confuzzled and confused, is the cockpit and the ramp going up to the cockpit. The angles never seem to want to work out, and trying to put as much as you can in a tiny space. It's hard to get it to look right, and if you mess it up, it looks really crowded. There we go. And nothing else goes back here. It's just an extra room. Now while we're here, what did I do? I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff here. We'll go ahead and, so I can have some room. Now we used these planks, and we used the stairs. And I'm trying to remember. So yeah. So we're gonna take out, it'd probably be easier to take it, no. So they're going to start here. So these ones that you put in here, we're going to put these here instead, and then it goes out 2 more this way. So you'll have total 3 here at this opening, and then it goes all the way out to the end here as well. And then I think that does go out 3. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, part of the hard part is over. Then we're going to run these 2 more. And then I put them in front too, right? No, I didn't. I'm trying to get my angles right here. So we are going to need these out as well. And these out. Now we'll put our stairs in here. Oops, let me go up and see. And I left a block right here, and then we'll do stairs here, and then we'll wrap them just like that. Same thing over here. So in the end, you should have something like this. It basically goes 2.5 because these slabs take up a half. And then I went with andesite wall. Don't ask me why, I just did. And now I gotta figure, I think it was that one, and that one. I believe so. And I went down here in this bay, and I just put a full block here. So you have this little area. We'll go with andesite wall right here, and then up again one more. So you have that. And then I actually used a polished slab. Where are you? Polished black stone. Nope. Polished deep slate. That's what I used. And we'll go that there and there. And then I just used our quartz slab to go on the other side, like that. So that's our chest area. There is a grill area that's supposed to be right here. I didn't know they use grills in space. Whatever. And then you can throw in just blocks laying around if you wanted to use it, like they actually had stuff on board, cargo, what have you. You can fill this up with what you think is cargo. But now we just gotta finish this ceiling off, and it is slabs as well. So these are going to go down, so we'll fill this in with slabs. All right. Trying not to get ahead of myself. Here, we'll bring this all the way across. Try not to do that either. I hate slabs so much. Why do I hate them so much? Because of that. That's why I hate them so much. All right. Luckily, this just covers everything that we did above. And there we go. So let me look one more time. I'm going to make you do that just because. Oh, so you can put lights in over here too. And I think I just had 4 here, and they started right here. So you go in the middle, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think that will cover all those spaces. So let's get this out real quick, and we'll go hit all of our lights real quick with them and get all of our lights knocked out. And this one too, because we only have one thing left to do to finish this inside, and it's the cockpit. Nope. Whoop. Is that one? can't remember. Did I do it? I just did 3 over here as well, and you can put them anywhere you want to. I'm gonna say we'll go right here, here, and here, just because you have space up above, so you can put them practically anywhere you wanted to on this side. And that gives us enough light all the way around, I think. Starting to look okay. And now we just have this piece to do. But as I was talking before, we can get rid of this. I don't need this anymore, but I will take my chiseled. If we go down below here, and we'll do, so like this side here, you could actually I don't have it, do I? It'll take me forever to find it. Boom, boom, boom. It will take me forever to find it. Anyway, I digress. If you want to fill this in, you can fill in all around here with your polished andesite, and then go directly over the top of it with block, or you could just block it in however you want to. But I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'll have my polished, and you understand, just cover in all these spaces to match up with this, and then go right over the top of it with your I'm going to use the chiseled deep slate, and I get out of here now and fill those in. But you can do the same thing on this side here, because you have room. You have room under this floor here to do the same thing. If you have to, you can cut these down 1 block to go in there, but you do have enough room to completely cover this. And I'll come back and walk you through that in a second. Okay, now that I've got myself back together here, I don't understand why in our inventory everything has to be put somewhere else. It doesn't make any type of sense to me whatsoever. So we're going to go over this just like this. And that's one filled in. The only bad thing is now I'm stuck in here forever. No, just thankfully I have no blocks handy that I need to actually do what I need. All right. Boom. And then we can go out, and I'll show you how to do it underneath. It's like this other side that we partially filled in. We can go up here with our polished and fill in these spaces just like this, and then we can just finish off what we had started with the floor above it. Do the same thing down here. And so when you're looking up, that's basically what you're looking up at. So you get the picture. And same thing here. We'll go ahead and take a, since it's not going to be anywhere. Oh yeah, it'll be above. We'll be fine. Hopefully, we'll find out. Yeah, we'll be above this because we start stepping up here. So we'll take our block here, because we want them all to be about the same. I think I can get to this other one from here. This one's a little different because, nope, I can take that out. There we go. I can take this one out, and then we'll take our polished and we'll fill in this area, and it's going to get tight, and we can fill this in and then fill in this area, and then take our block and basically go all the way back. And then get me out of here. And then there's just one more over here, and that one's already filled in. We did that one before. So we're all good on that now. It is starting to look really good on the inside here. All right, now we got to deal with this mess. So this will be fun. Now bear with me, because we might have to clean out some of this area in here that we didn't clean out when we did the outside, but we're going to work through it. It's going to be a piece of cake. So we're going to need, we don't need polish, we need regular your deep slate brick slabs. And at this first opening here that touches these two, we're going to do a bottom side slab. Then we're going to do, the next one's going to be a top side slab, and then another top side slab, and it's going to go over one, and then we're going to go up again, and that's going to go over and align with this one. And then we're going to go back one more, but this one is going to go on the second one, and it's going to go over one further. So one step, then two back, and then these guys here go over one, and then one more over. And then you're going to go up one more time. And yeah, that's going to align with this one. So you kind of like a two block step up here. So when we put the walls in, you'll see better. And these are going to go back by 2. So this is your finished floor for the rest of the way. So we're going to go back by 2 and over by 2, by 1. Sorry, just follow me. So this being your finished floor, it's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block back. You're going to add another one to that. Then we're going to go over 1, and we're going to do that twice. Then you're going to go over 1 again, and you're going to do that twice, and then over again, and we're going to do that twice. So you're going to have this pattern where it's 2 and then over, 2 and then over, and we're going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 4,000 times. So we're going to stop where we did, and that was 1, 2, 3. That was 4 repetitions of the 2 deep, and then moving them, stepping over 1 time. And we're going to put some walls in and try to understand better where we're going. All right, so this first wall here, we're going to mark it from this spot, goes back 3. So you have this little opening right here. We're going to measure from here. That's 3. Then we're going to go back over 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. So that should match up to that floor as well. And you're gonna have to do little things like this just to fill in spots. And then we're gonna go over 2, and then over 2 again, then over 2 again, and then that's where we stopped. All right, we're just gonna go up to this point. I'm just gonna track down here and see this side gets the most, and it changes. So actually, this side changes the most. And I was wrong. So, like I said, I told you this is gonna be fun, right? So you have a 3 and a 3, and these are all gonna actually be 3s. Except for, oh, they're all gonna be 3s. So we're gonna do 3s. Just like this. Don't worry about the bottom. Don't worry about these right now, because it's gonna shift. All right, so we have our 3s. And it does go over 1, that's crazy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're right where we're supposed to be. And totally miscounted this side. My bad, I'm sorry. And then those, let's get rid of the light. We don't need that right now. We do need our quartz stairs, and we're going to do this to help us figure it out. So our quartz stairs aren't going to start until you have your opening and then your first 3, and it kind of goes up here. You can put your stairs here. 3, 3, 3, and 3. That's fine. And that should cover up all the mistakes I just made trying to get you here. Let's go to the other side and work back that far. So I think you have 4 here. Yeah, you have 4. So your opening, you have these 4 blocks. We're going to go back 2. So we're going to go backwards, and then we're just going to go 2 deep, just like that. So you're just going to go in 1 and out 2. I'll be able to explain it good one day. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to go back one more time. We're going to start our 3s. And that's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that's starting to look good. So again, from the front you have your 4, you go back 1, it goes out 2, you go back 1, it goes out 3, another one, then you go out 3, go back another one, 3, and you go back 1, 3, and you should end up right kind of where your outside of your actual ship is. But as 3s, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then since we're that far, let's go ahead with our slabs and fill in this area. We're going to go carpet on top of here. So, but what we're trying to do, I did mess that up. And here, like I said, we're going back over this with carpet, but that brings us right into this hallway here. And I think the reason, no, it should be the same, right? Yep. So we're going to take our stairs, and we're going to start on this one. So right across from where we started with our 2 stairs, we're going to go stairs here, 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 and here. And I think It's 1, 2, and 3. Now, just let me double check. I don't want to mess it up again. So you got a 2 and then 3 3s. That's good. So right now we're doing well. So besides that step down, so on the actual layer up here, your floor layer, these are going to be 3 high. So back off your original block, you want to add 3, just like that. And here we're going to add 3, and then over here we should be adding 3 as well. I promise in the end this will all make sense, or probably not, but we're going to pretend it does. Go. Now the ones with the 2, yep. These go up 3, and now this 2 is actually going to go up to ceiling height, which is right there. So that first 2 coming in is going to go all the way up. And you can actually can't fit it, but if you wanted to, these voids right here, oh, can't take that one out. Take that one out. Yep. So these voids here, if you wanted to, you can fill those as well, because we're going with stairs on top of here anyway. And also on this last one, on your last 3 on this side, we're going to put 4 blocks up there. You could actually go 5, because there's going to be a stair on that one as well. And then what do I have above? I have ceiling above that. These are extra blocks left over that we do not need, except for that one. So you can take those out. Believe most of this, I think we might need that. Nope. Yes. We're going to try to take out as much as we can. On this side as well, you can go up as high as you can, because there's going to be stairs up here as well. You just need something to hold on to them. Makes it easier when you're putting them in. Alright, so this is what you should have so far. This is the 3 high is actually your wall height. We just put these extras in for the stairs we're going to put on there. It just makes it easier. And we'll put those on there right now. And it starts after the 2. So upside down stair, we're going to turn them like this in all of these corners, including this one. And that 4th one does go all the way to the end, even though it doesn't on the bottom. All right. And then on this side, where am I? Up on this side, where this wall is, where there's just 2 stairs, we're going to go this way and this way, and then we're going to turn it again this way to kind of cut it off there. This doesn't get any stairs. And then we're going to do it the same way we just did that. And what do we do? This, nope. Yep. Does that only go 2? No, it doesn't, you dummy. It goes 3, right there. And then this way, and this way. And then we didn't bring this one up yet. And then that way. There. So we are up to this point already, and it already looks fantastic. And it's a shame, the only reason I use carpet is we can't do anything else with this stone. It has to stay there. Now, part of the hard part is done. Let's try to finish off this side. So we had our last three, and then we actually, this goes into a block, so we're going to fill that up. And then what did I do here? I faked it, didn't I? I think I did. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yeah. So up to here, you should have this area 4. We're going to put our blocks on top of that and go up there. And then on the bottom here, you're going to have a stair facing this way. And then up top here, you're going to have a stair facing that way. And then these are going to be stairs. And they're going to wrap in a minute, but we're going to use this outside as well. So, and that's going to go 7. So get your blocks back out. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we'll fill that just like that. We can actually go one higher, so we can put our stairs on there. And then this is going to be stairs, and I'll match up in the center. And then these are going to be stairs right up to that point. So that finishes off that corridor. I hope you are following along. We can put, why did I do that? I did put a block behind there. So we'll go ahead and just take a regular block, put in there and hide that. And that gets us up to here. To finish it off, we're going to, this is just going to be a block. And you can fill in this back if you want, but you're going to have a block go all the way up just like that. And then we did slabs down here. We're going to think about that for a second after I figure out this one last corner. All right, so this one corner, didn't think, I guess I do have the room for that because that's still part of the ship. So that one's that one. So we're going to fill that. And then we're going to put a stair there. Now you can't see it. And that one, because that one goes in. I'm going to have to do something on the fly here. For right now, we're going to fill this in with a block. It was supposed to turn this corner here. I don't like how that's turning out. There will be 3 here to fill in this space. And you'll have 3 down here and 3 up here. We're almost there except for this one corner. It's going to drive me nuts. What's behind that? There's a block back here. So I think what I did was I put a block here, and then I went with a slab right here. And it'll look fine from the other side, trust me. So doing that, you'll be able to put we're just going to put a block here. then up here we'll do just like that. This corner is going to be a pain, but that will be fine. It's a good corridor. So if yours came out different, but this is what you want to look, and from the outside you're not going to notice anything back in that corner. It's going to be impossible to see it anyway. So that's good. And then we went back with that, and then up to the top as well. I think what I'd like to do here is I put slabs across here. I think we'll do this. We'll make it look real special. We'll put one slab there, and then we'll put a stair on either side, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll put a stair here and a stair here, and we'll connect it with a slab. And that'll be your opening into the cockpit. So while we're here, let's go ahead and fill this. Go back here. If you wanted to, you could put slabs here and then put some lights above it. But just all these openings here. Just gonna fill all those in. Just like this. Boom. And actually it's kind of light enough, you don't need to do that. All right, let's do one more thing here. We're going to get some gray carpet somewhere around here. Did I pass it? No, I didn't. Yeah, just regular gray carpet. And we're going to fill in this space right here. I swear I just saw something move out that window. About to freak out. And we're just going to fill this back to just before where it steps off. Which is right there. We need to fix that problem. I think we can go like that. And that's fine. No one will ever see that. All right. So when you come in here, I think that's rather pleasing. Like I said, I don't think you need any light in here. I think it's very well lit. And let's go check on a couple things here. So this is good. If I didn't do it. I don't like it the way it looks, but if you wanted to, you could put a whole ladder structure going in here. I actually thought about taking out some of these and just putting in some stairs sticking out to make it look like a ladder. That's something you could do as well. And I think in the future I'm going to do an update when I can see exactly what this is supposed to look like on the inside. You know, coming out with something that I'd like to really see what you guys would like to do with it, if you'd like to share with me. And everything here seems done. So we just have a couple things in the cockpit and this whole inside is completed. So the last thing we're going to do is we are going to come up to your front windows, and you have a block and then they have a window. I'm just using slabs, but these are going to be your polished deep slate slabs. and to make 2 of them to make a whole block, and then go 2 slabs right behind it, right underneath that glass. And then underneath this, we're going to do full slabs. I mean, full blocks, my bad. And then we're going to go back 2 rows bottom side slabs. And for the hard part, I'm going to use our deep slate brick. I don't need stone anymore. Your deep slate brick stairs. And under this slab, upside down, we're going to put a stair there, there, and there. And then we're going to go in front of this middle stair again with a stair, and then we're going to put a lever on top. So far, easy peasy. On the side down here, we're going to take our polished slabs and run there on both sides. And then what did we do here that was so weird? Usually there's a block here, but it doesn't matter. Take your deep slate brick blocks, and we're going to fill up this spot, and we're going to fill up this spot just the same way. All right, so far so good. All right, so get your stone brick wall, and you're going to put 1 here and 1 here, so you'll have this space here, and then 1 here and 1 here. And then we're going to use our deep slate brick stairs, and we're going to put that on top of that. We got your 4 chairs, and then we'll grab our gray carpet and put that everywhere else, just like that. That's about as close as I can get to making it decent. And then up here, what did I do? Oh, I did some more up here as well. Nope. So go back with your deep slate brick blocks. We're going to put 1 here and 1 here, and then we're going to fill up this top with it as well. So that's all covered in. And we went back behind that. That's weird to me. Let's see, we don't need that anymore. We're going to grab our block of quartz, and we're going to go here. It's going to be tough to get to. Here. Actually, I don't like the way it looks. How about that? That looks better. I had it going even with that, but then you'd have a little void there. It's because on my original, I don't have anything here. I didn't put the stairs or this, but that'll do fine. So most of your inside is going to be covered in basically a dark texture instead of the stone. I didn't want to put anything here or there, because then it just covers up your opening. You could probably get away with putting some slabs up here. That might help out as well. Actually, that's not too bad. And I didn't want to fill up this too much. If you wanted to, you could put slabs in here and fill this up, but you leave it the way it is. I think it looks pretty good. And that is the end for that. So after looking at everything, that's the end of what I have for you here. Like I said, you can take and fill in this if you want, or block it off. It's up to you. And everything is filled in. Everything's looking good. You just need to throw some junk in here, and then you'll be good to go. I think this interior is one of the better ones I've seen. It's taken a lot of guessing to try to get it to where it's at, but for the most part, the inside of the ship is basically a big donut on the inside to begin with. So looks pretty good, and I think I'm going to close it off there. So I hope you enjoyed this entire tutorial. It has been a labor of love to try to get this one out. I'm hoping to do some more. I would love some suggestions for you guys for what you'd like to see next. Just let me know. Thanks for coming by.